Hey everyone, Jeff back here at Patrick's Project Bench. Today we're going to do a short review on a thermal imaging device, camera. It's a Foxwell RT280. It does both pictures and takes little movie clips. We'll show that in the video though here. If this is something that you find interesting, please like and subscribe. And thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch this. I thought I would get one of these infrared thermal imaging deals here. So here you get a box opening and you get a chance to watch me stumble through how to get it to work. And then we're going to power up this radio and check out this one resistor over here. It's like a 5-watt resistor. This is a transformer-less AM transistor radio. So the 120 comes in, and this resistor here, if I remember right, is 580. Let me see, 580K. I thought it was. Might just be five. I have just written down 580 ohms, but I thought it was 580K. And that reduces the voltage down to power up the circuit here. But it gets so hot that the circuit board itself is actually has a burnt look to it. And I guess that's normal for back then. This is 1978. Should see a video coming up on this shortly, the repair. So let's start out and let's open this guy up. Okay. And we got our user manual. It's like an 1/8 inch thick. Well, lucky you get anything nowadays. Everything is a QR scan code. Okay, and a USB-A to USB-C. So I don't know if this needs to be charged up yet. We'll find out. Or if we can use it just by plugging it in. And the unit itself, handheld infrared thermal imager, model RT280. Why won't that focus? Get this out of the way. Go over to this. There we go. There's the actual screen. Resolution is 120 by 90. Laser, do not stare into beam. Always good advice. Well, let's see. Trying to figure out, okay, here is the why it's not focusing. We'll go to manual mode here, I guess. it looks in. So here it's on the top is your USB-C. So we may have to charge it first, but let's just find out here. Let's turn on a bench. Our supply here. Come on here. Dang. They could have left a little more slack on the door part. Okay, there it says battery's charging. Well, it looks like it's partially full. Okay, we'll set that there for a second. Yeah, looks like it's almost full. Just down to the one line, so we'll unplug that. Cover back on. Let's see here. On. Power on. Press and hold. That's always nice. At least you don't accidentally bump it on. Okay. And well, '81 degrees, just reflecting off of the. No, I'm not doing anything. There's a trigger on here, but let's see what happens when we pull the trigger. Oh, yeah, that appears to be a, when I pull the trigger once, it snaps a picture. Then you pull it again and it goes live. And then if you press and hold, it actually starts recording a little video. I can see the clock. I don't know if you guys can make that out. Let me. There's the timer. We're up to 22 seconds there. And then press again to stop. So one quick press appears to snap photos, and then a press and hold starts to record. So that's really cool. I didn't even know we had those kind of options. Let me get my bench supply on here. And okay, we will look at that. That's the transistor. So here's this. I gotta zoom out here a little bit again. Get the board in focus. I guess that doesn't matter too much. Better to have the. So right over here, this is the resistor I was talking about. So let's see what we gotta do. Let's turn this on. Yeah, and there's that resistor. There's that resistor right here. And that's also right here. Yeah, it's like up to 170 Fahrenheit. Oh, it's 180. Okay, so we'll let me turn this off. And there's kind of a little short review. So far, pretty cool. I don't know. I want to kind of say it's a little big, but it really isn't. It's comfortable. Can't say enough about the still photos and the videos. I'll have to maybe do an update later on this when I actually figure out how to retrieve the images. I'm sure it's as simple as plugging it into the computer, just like a USB drive, and just downloading it right to your computer. If I figure that out quick enough, I will include that at the end of this video. But there you go, a Foxwell RT280. All kinds of other functions on here. Oh, look, here is a, let me just see what it's got the picture. There's the file. Okay. Oh, look at there. So hit OK again, and there's our last photo. Let me get back up so you guys can see what I did again. And then a back arrow button. Back arrow again. So there's the folder back. We're out. And then here is just like you see on your regular phones. If you're going to add a photo image to an email or something, click on that. And then the folder comes up. Click OK. And then you can select, here's your up and down arrows to, this one looks like the video, so let's see if this gives us a playback. Press trigger to play. Okay, there we go. So that's easy, and I'm sure it must be just as simple to download it to your computer. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you found that interesting, please like and subscribe. And very cool. Sets down nice. I like all the flat sides like this. That you can, and it has a raised lip here. Not quite 1/8 of an inch. Maybe 2.5 millimeters, 1/8 inches. So when you can set it right down, as long as there's nothing, it's on a flat surface and there's nothing sticking up more than 1/8 inch, you can, rest it on there without having to worry about hitting the actual lenses here. Got a 1/4-20 to mount on a tripod. How well you can see that there. Standard tripod mount. Yeah, I like it. Super lightweight. I mean, you don't have to worry about you can hold it a long time, quite a while, without having any fatigue there. So Cool. Any comments or questions? You can just leave it at the end here, and I'll do my best to get back to you quickly. Find out what you need to know. But pretty intuitive for such a thick manual. I suppose the manual probably has, let's see if it's got, yeah, see, there is several languages in here. So that's why it's as thick as it is. But you saw, I'm not the most computer literate person there is, so I figured that out pretty quick, kind of like a basic phone. So thanks so much for taking the time to watch this. Please like and subscribe. We'll catch you up here hopefully shortly on this AM radio here we're working on here. Should have some videos on that coming out. So thanks again. See you on the next one.